Morning Jam.
Okay, 10 minutos faltando pa nos llega a nuevo rimehinta aquí na 88 Kòrsou. Y me talaga pa David introduci nos guests di awi mehinta.
Nos guests di awi mehinta nos beautiful, iconic, sexy, classy, but yet sassy, incredible, super smart, intelligent, Miss Kòrsou. Gabriëla Dos Santos in the building.
Welcome.
It was my event I go work on the spot.
I love that introduction.
Ela kumpara man un 5-6 flus, dus elo baita un kulo baita MC tipo di evento na. So mita tingo dun yung oportunidad pa por kumisa train.
Investing in suit department.
That's the first words for me to start off my day. Thank you for reminding me.
You know it. See? Bye-bye.
Hopi bong, kunta ko bos nang.
Good
morning. Happy
Good
Friday.
morning.
Happy Friday, sim, amor. So, quando nós kubo com nossa mente dentro do Morning Jam, para contar-nos tiki over the life of the Miss Kòrsou. Que men die, nós vamos a hopi off the air. Que men die, sabe the old Gabi, sabe the new Gabi, então nós está contente de entender que a experiência é crescimento imenso personal também no último tempo aqui.
No, definitely. Me quero prometer que o bai Miss Kòrsou mesmo pode começar a crescer como you would never imagine. Então é algo muito bonita. It's very challenging também. It's not always easy. Pero no momento que uma vai para Miss Kòrsou, nunca me nota tinha pensar para vai Miss Kòrsou. Me quero botar porta of abo seguro saco. Weet je, ik was nooit the very Miss type. So going into this, me dat eigenlijk unexperienced completely.
Completely?
So
Like, kaya bisabo?
eigenlijk bosa for die mucha kaba mita tingen na de bisami ora bibira mas grande of ora basi just chaya like join Miss Kòrsou mita mane it's not really my thing bosa ami sempre taba un tiki mas tomboyish. I like to skateboard mita bada echt een fighter girl I'm working mes mita si kickboxing, so I never had that very girly Miss like in me. It was never, I was never the heels and dress type of girl. I was more the sneakers and a shorts or bosa un tiki mas tour. Dus uiteindelijk, de cresce weer mas grande en toen word ik commissie punter bij mes, pas ook in mijn slag voor havo, met mijn bom. Wat ga ik met mijn leven doen? Kijk om bij hasi. En toen weet ik dat de zin committed die mucho masculine energy in me, and I've always loved a little bit of modeling, but also not passerella.
It was always the soft life.
Yes, that was like so feminine energy.
Yes, so I was looking more for that feminine energy, and I said, how can I flourish that more in myself? En toen er sempre met het ding gewoon nemen bij bijvoorbeeld Luna Park, want toen ging het te binse caminando bisami. But a miss, and to meet him and homie not a miss, and I wasn't even thinking about it yet. Dus meet the sinti mane di tour bana, meet with the high mane messages, but look into the Miss world. And to early this was meet the as amiga na di mi mama of just henden and the gewoon puntra mane na te mir algo di miss de mi and to di komi not to participate in Miss Kòrsou. So then I said, you know what, let me just look into it. Sempre mama ne push it off, no komi not to get join it. So what ik ma DCD toch, you know, give it an opportunity and see. En toen gewoon bij research un tiki about what it is. So, a mí sempre tinha pensamento que mista un tiki superficial.
O que tá ahora boa bij research?
So, naturalmente antes estava echt based on the most beautiful girl of the world. En toen era the most beautiful girl of each country kon ante send out per represent. En toen a mí nunca notaba te comprender como por buta un mucho more representa como the most beautiful girl. Like we're all beautiful, and how can you make that a competition? I never understood that whole thing. Dus pa amit abat mane ya ami no tingana di bai para di bon stage anto bise van amit is undi mas bonita di mi country. Dus pa ami not the sound right. Anto mi not hai committing worden vergeleken met een andere beauty type. Anto bise ke sete mas bonita. Dus eigenlijk outra mucho more gaan anto ami no mi te sinti como te menos bonita. Like I never wanted that for myself. And mi nota bata kumita tingo prove myself kumita bonita. Pasora mi sa kumita bonita in my own way. Anto I don't need a stage to do that.
Competir para quem mais bonita.
Yeah.
Eu tô estranho
Dus
para.
mi seguro ko ita bata algo en op de
Funny how you look at it. See, yeah. Não tem maneira styling.
Nee, at all. Dus eri aworkiku it competition ako misa evolve a little bit, you know. Now they're looking more at brains, something to base wak tam a backstory die moet je mooi waken op inspire kunne. Anto essay eigenlijk lo qual kom maar research about en to kuna da eigenlijk buscando mucho mue ku ting un background pero ku e por inspire su público kune anto ku it inspire the majority of people who watch the competition and inami okay, this is interesting, you know, because it's not anymore about just the superficial part of beauty, but it's more so kiko e mucho mue por bring to the table anto kiko su story to represent anto kung e por influence with that same story. Dus eigenlijk inami you know what, that's great, but I don't have a story, you know, like I want me to just maybe like what did I, you know, go through in my life, you know, and but kom isa pensa of chikonito, but kom isa duda van porta I'm not the match of maybe meeting ku guardo un tiki, pero toch me wat ay man hen na pushami.
There's one, but the part is más importante ka ba você tá bonito. So you have that already in the pocket, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe
a little bit more makeup and touch up here and there, you know it.
Yeah, but I always said that's not enough for me.
Gotcha.
So I always was focused more on, you know, what I could bring to the table instead of just the beauty and the surface level. It was not important for me at all. Anto, ja, Rimi miste er eigenlijk bij focus van. Kiko mit bij trese, die lanti. Kiko ta ami eigenlijk. King mita. And that's where, like, my coin fell. I was like, I don't even know who I am.
So, no? Dingen training, buta pa pièce no work no, buta kora din training na mes Kòrsou, lo sa mane, dos kombersa un rato. Ato buta bisami batuma un trip, baisa kung tanta di bo zo un rato pa bo mane.
Yes.
Find yourself and sit about a party di a journey di finding yourself.
Definitely.
Que mendi anto kung e trepe ayuda bu yega na.
Manera
toch bij participar.
Eigenlijk ora makaba ku havo, makai ti un tip eigenlijk kom inota bata saki kom it niko hasi. Posa normalmente mucha nan saka ba kiko nan ke studia nan te buy for, you know, they already have everything planned out, but I wasn't one of those students. Mita bata juist mucha me ku gewoon minota bata ni saki kom passions nan ta. Like I love doing everything a little bit.
So na havo dat zie, maar bij school, bij universiteit, bij yegi na do.
What now, you know?
Maar zo dat ego mi gas rato,
Dus makai echt dingen de purato comite mene okay, you know, what am I gonna do? Antori ma comincia a puntre mi messa pergunta na mene okay, what do you like doing? What are your passions? Pues una boto mira mo messa ki 5 aya. And the questions need to be hopi deep, dus it's not always very easy to answer. Like it takes a lot of digging, ding mo mess, but it also takes people, you know, to ask you those questions pa bo by pensa nang mas deep, so timpe mo mess not ani pensa nang. Antori ma bisa mi mama bosa, ik weet nu nog niet wat ik wil worden, wat ik wil zijn in mijn leven. Mina isa king mita sinds committee bij een solo trip and I want to go to New York. And I'm sempre to be a girl with intentions, so everything I do is very intentionally. And I'm so okay, for me to buy New York. Paso New York to the city of dreams. Was I'm meeting girl copy dreams, but I mean also give me dreams on that.
I want to discover,
right?
So I was like, I want to know what you know what that trip is gonna bring to me. Being there, independent. Paso no sa Kòrsou to nisa chiquito. Ora ba hulano hopi de mo na of students na te bira independent. Paso na te siya biba na so na te siya manejan and sang. Pero door ko sempre mita ba bibo ko mama kinana minota ba the thing independency a. So I wanted to put myself in a situation where I had to be all alone and make my decisions myself. In every case. Was I go on myself on a trip? Nunca mabula mi so bijvoorbeeld. And I wanted to experience that to see how I would handle that situation being me. Anto namari para hopi di mi mesko. Was I mita un explorer pero mi gusta gewoon papi kuhende mita ba sempre man conoscendo. Even if I didn't know them, I would like, you know, ask a lot of questions because I wanted to know where they come from or their background. Anto porque sim, tama naturalmente me very curious. So I realized that I was a curious wanderer. Maybe I didn't know exactly where I was going in life, but I had a lot of aspirations and I just needed them to be discovered. Anto dinge trip masia taon tiki mas independent. Anto masia ma eigenlijk miss like 3 flights. Also, my mom was like, make sure you're on time. Anto eri mo gewoon man being too late. Anto akin na Kòrsou bo biya laat until you can slip away with it, you know. But na ma gewoon miss 3 flights on the same day.
Wow.
Midi okay, Gabby, we're not supposed to makibay Kòrsou mas. Like you're supposed to stay here. But it was a beautiful experience. Anto,
Inang ba discover ora
yeah, of course, not fully. But it takes a journey to discover yourself. Awagi mes aina mita discovering myself. But it was the start of my self-discovery journey. And that was something very beautiful to me. And to coming back, inang mariparata may kumita ba kasi Miss Kòrsou. Inang ma-akvisa po sa, I think I'm gonna do this. And makoman e mira mi mes kaba bosari ba stage to makom pur ba di visualize myself in that situation. And then coming back to Kòrsou, inang may man 2 weeks pa me decide. Okay, so buting man yung file ko buting ko yena. Anto inang buting inscribe ko mes ko na. Anto I had a deadline. Dus inang yung kost to get real. You know?
Contractie presentatie.
Anto inang mabisa van, okay, bon, wat ga ik doen? Ga ik echt of ga ik niet? Anto sowieso buiten kan je dingen daar op het moment aan. So buiten punter bo mes heb ik wel de capacity. Bosa, am I good enough?
Exactly.
Is my story good? Like, what am I gonna tell them? Of met dat die een fears naam, for example, die papi die was stage, of si Mikai die was stage kanando. You know, so there's so much things that were going through my mind. But at the end of the day, I decided to, you know, put those fears on the side and just go for what is important for me. Anto, naturalmente si bij echt hold, like let's bo fears nang hold bo back.
Oof, you're out.
You're not gonna achieve anything in life. You know, sometimes we have to take those risks. And when you take those risks, they can actually result way more beautiful, even if you fail or not, than, you know, not taking the risk at all. Because every journey has a lesson, and that lesson is going to help you grow. So that was what my mindset was at that moment. Until magon decididi, you know what?
Basta Kiko, may tabay pe. Ora na momento ko babay pe, di meso tabi sa un mundo completamente novo, qual bonota experienciada em je, me serve sinhabo kana, mi pamahina, mi sa sapato, tudo que fosse bota de buhasi. Pero pa nos por yega na em momento ko dapat life-changing pa. Bota ba momento ko bota ting Dubai Miss Universe.
Of course.
Say mi tamahina mi tambe add on riba bo journey di self-discovery. Kiko tabata sentimento ne momento ko bo ahayan sa okay, I won and the war meeting ko bay representa Kòrsou pa mundo.
Ora batin ni may bisa ko bagana.
Yeah. Honestly, bosako dia Amy no pensa mes kumilogana, and it's the same thing with Miss Universe. So it's a weird thing. I think it's just something that I have, but I always set my bar pa mi mes hopi mas lag ko mambisa halto. And it's weird because normally people always say, you know what, set your bar high and stuff, and to setting high expectations pa mes pa surpass nang. Pero pa ami juist sempre mamane purba di boete e bar gewoon rustig.
Disappoint moments of zo.
Yeah, so I didn't want to put the pressure on myself because I always gave myself the space pa mi manetami mes and to pa mi take the journey as a lesson and to algo ko mi posinha for the gen to no algo ko mambisa mi tinko hasi un cierto manera of ko ting un cierto formula ko mi tinko complete. I wanted to do it on my own pace, on my own timing, in my own way, and whatever the results may be should not affect me mentally because I know it's more important for me to have completed the journey than just the results at the end of the day. You know, that was for me always my mindset. And to say that was my mindset for Miss Universe as well. I've done it for the journey. I've done it to grow, to flourish that feminine energy within myself. And to no solamente she's buying and to gana. You know, it was more than that.
Adoro ba yung kumbo adil ko tour e presyon ko bay aya ta bin kune. So akinang hindi makinami e presyon ta hopi mas menos ta basta ta hopi mas tres mucho mo competi.
But at the end of the day, it was my first time on a stage.
It was your first time on stage, so it was huge.
Pressure from me, yeah.
Ado especially essay bo abay next level, kuto mane un supercharged next level.
Definitely.
The orbo ayega kung kontrol na recibibo iba no.
It was nice. I mean, no sé si vos ansá, pero my llega anto mahon test COVID.
Like
first spot. So
what's that all about?
Yeah, there was many challenges.
Damn COVID, really?
Now I've done all this job and now you want to hit me with COVID. At no sé di onda mai honestly, pues sur new hende de mi familia no tatine, ma asa train ko mes Venezuela dosi mang promeku a competition for 2 weeks straight with the same trainer. So we already had a bond going into the competition. Anto tampoco no tatin COVID until we sweated together. Like we were training together. So it was weird because we were so, you know, connected and still there was no sign of COVID. Pero yeah, it was weird.
Pero duro abo no sini
Bosa, in momento like going in it's like long sleepless nights. That's what Miss Universe is. It's like many sleepless nights, early mornings, just on and on and on and on. Dus iti okay, bom pro me kuma by New Orleans, mita the sinti mi mane amy to by un griep. Like I felt like my immune system was dropping and my nose was already off. My throat tabot and doing something weird. Dus mita the sinti kaba ko tating algo de mi system, but I said, you know what? Opi bia ora botrumi opi tiki until the echt the ongoing. Mijn immuunsysteem te gewoon ba. Dus waarschijnlijk is het gewoon een griepje of zo. Dus Makumi said boost myself with a lot of vitamins. But because I had the adrenaline so high and I was so, excited for this journey and going there and just doing my thing, ma arrive in the malubida eigenlijk hoe me health not about 100%. Dus het komt wel goed, you know what I mean? Like I always try to fight it. En toen je gaan de inana, not about the sinti echt any symptoms. I wasn't coughing, I wasn't, my nose wasn't doing anything weird ainda. En toen je orma test, like literally one day after, me the me the coughing and the oh my god, no, I'm really sick. And I had to be isolated for 5 days in quarantine in a hotel room. I mean, the tour moet je maar dan met de deels met zo'n hotel dus met de tin en dan stemt de passa, maar de trampang. Everybody's going to breakfast en de amina na meneer denk kamer.
Dus parece que de keto de gang.
Ja, is zo dat en.
Pero Gabi, let me be so aqui, no, boa embrace as the COVID. Paso mi tapa wabo in the momento makumisa follow bo. Paso mra bakumisa by live hopi. Ando inangbo at take us all with you. Dembo COVID journey. Unde day abini.
Honestly, like I just felt like everybody's gonna forget about me, so I better, let them know how I'm doing. Pero hopi na tayo te puntrando mi mane. Hey, konta kubo, like how are you feeling? And to me, okay, instead of answering everybody one and one, me to gewoon like, post algo, me to by live, me to papi ko connect with them, let them know that I'm doing fine. Di mi amita with the lanta, hasi mane mi makeup tutorials. I was working out. I had my personal trainer on the other side of the phone on Kòrsou, and he was like training with me. This I was still continuing my journey. My diet was on point. Like I was really focusing. I see me waist trainer every single day. So I just mitabata hopi siguro kumilo sali, so I'm very positive minded. So mitabata man okay, bon din singo di mitabay sali for jakiting. I'm gonna do everything that's possible to get my body back right, so I can rock that stage. So I'm thinking about the full unayan. It's not easy. No. I mean nope. It's now or never. Yeah.
Actually, they say that because now or never.
It was now or
this was
never.
No saya bong noticia, but dapat all excited. Dapat life.
Yes.
Kami dapat hey.
I'm
Mita
out.
Mita out.
Yes.
How was that moment? So, ributin ko ba lagado sa hal in, lo cual ko otro damas na nga ha, si dingin ng anterior.
Set up.
A mim sim tava dormindo tu coisa de atrás. So that was the good thing actually, because since all the girls are already out, I got to experience it from a other lens. Dus ami te mire já fonte, nu endo not to wak ami, nu endo not to steal any, things from me, because that's what it is. It's a competition. Mas isso agora vou com outro muito momento, tem quality que people like. Timbiana to kumisa mane quality tame of like it's like that.
It's a competition.
Yes, it's a competition. You know what I mean? If you know that Ronaldo plays this way, you're probably gonna try to play that way or even better. That's how it is. Anto isi the meson ko school these girls. So I was seeing it from another lens. I was like, okay, participante aqui te fuerte, essa aqui, toch niet. Of weet je wat ik bedoel? Dus yes, I was doing
you smart.
I was doing all my background checks. And so I knew already like who I had to connect with once I'm out and stuff. But the funny thing was, when I get out, like all the girls like came on me because I'm the only participant in 84 girls that had COVID. Like I'm the only one. So everybody was already talking about Kòrsou has COVID, So ora masali
meso Brighton light.
It definitely did. Ela gewoon met een boete light on me. Like, hey, I'm here, guys.
COVID's here. What's up?
Kòrsou's here. I mean, dat was miss COVID.
Miss COVID. The Kòrsou string.
No, but it was nice. So uiteindelijk ora masali to the girls na manebo sabi home helps me and to congratulate me for coming out. And not coming out that way, but
No,
dat we hoop lief was aan. Dat we echt super kind and supportive. Anto na dapat always make sure that I was feeling good. Anto hey, how was your experience? Basta lang takyasado.
Sí.
Ese dapat na nice.
Pero, bani babisa worry, sorry kung mita kibra pa palabra, so net mita pensa, no, bisa away babisa ko, tati un luz riba bo, right? Tati un spotlight riba bo. Pero spotlight no, termina. Pa sombra, después ko basali, no únicamente participante na un tuko de competencia, pero media e tour sobra outro rene de outro país nan tambe a kumisa clinch ribabo.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just think I was so myself until I
mas
was
sali
just...
ba chance sossegano, tá vibrante ou masali.
I was glowing.
See, you were glowing, you got out.
I think I was glowing definitely, for sure. Pero tame, COVID tinha een effect die we kurpa zien. Dus op een gegeven moment je voelt je nooit meer 100%. I just wanted to get out. And for me it was like, okay, 5 days I'm gonna push it hard. But it's still sleepless nights. Dus even though by recover dingen 5 dias, ko eigenlijk minal recover. So net in laatste dia, maar kom se sentir me bom, dus toevallig mijn test negatief. So, mas un test tour dia, en toen hebben we sali positief te die 4 dias, die 5 dias toevallig, you know, like, maar me die bom, ela sali negatief. Pero eigenlijk botinha dembo sistema ainda, dus botinha bodet, não sei se você não é COVID, bodet sentivo cansado, bodet sentivo exhausted, me também. Mas eu não verwacht me lá em atrobe. But I felt still like not 100%, but I was just going through with my adrenaline, so me dat ik gewoon get it done and I wanted to do it.
Bala atención de judges dan también. Mira como shine.
I was just being myself. I think that's the biggest thing. Gewoon nunca minota pa purba dita e mucho mo kumamisa. I felt like they were looking for. I was just being myself and I wanted to win being myself. Dus si mi gana mita gana po so mita Gabi and to no po so mita e mucho mo ages pa 5 DNA po so how am I gonna do it for the rest of the year? You know what I mean? So I wanted to show them the real me. I know that they're looking for authenticity and if they want to see authenticity, they're gonna see me, you know?
You are authentic.
Yeah.
Mita sim, tipo, bota echt, bota transmitir energia para buhan ele back, and that's good.
Yeah.
Ori no se llega na top 10.
Ooh, top 16 you mean?
Top 16.
Sim, sorry, top 16.
Ora batendo number.
Basta aqui que eu tava na coisa, ora mas
para na riba smile.
it was hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but nervioso naturalmente. Like, preliminaries was fine with me. I had a lot of energy going into preliminaries. Dat was gewoon, like, I was super excited. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna give it my all. But already, final night, the another ball game, that's where the results come in. Anto, no, so kabi comprendeta me kuta top 16 aqui, anto not top 20. So normally we have top 20, top 10, top 5, top 3, and 1. And then aqui top 16 by 5 mesora. So it's like we eliminate so many girls on the so iko ya si mun tiki nervioso. So I always said to myself, you know what, top 10 I'm gonna make it probably. Like that's my goal. So mi sa ko Kòrsou bijvoorbeeld daarmee ik in top 10, dus para mí sempre me dat ik surpass what I've been. Yeah. Going into top 16, it was a good feeling. Het feeling ko eigenlijk me op describe, pues about the sentimento del público me grita pabo, and it was even nicer, pues even ora ma grita Kòrsou, dus Gabriëla Dos Santos Kòrsou. E público tava te grita me, então me saco mita tinchis mi família, que te porta 30 anos ou so abai kumi na New Orleans.
Pois, deve ser porta 30 anos.
Okay, tampoco, pero like I mean, no, I had family but also like friends. Basta di parte na di mundo ko abini ko echt support Kòrsou. But it was even nicer to realize that there were more people in the public supporting Kòrsou. Yeah, it was like Mexicans, it was Filipinos, it was people from Thailand were like rooting. Nanta pa te paisa ko mi mama saka selfie ko mi mama. So they were like really, you know, supporting me, and so that felt already really good. Dus inama sindikaba ko. Basta, even though if you don't make it in the top, you won. Like this is a win for you. And then going into top 16, that was like, okay, secured my bag, you know. And inang makumisabi sa mi mes. Okay, Gabi, ba si mo best, si mo no kay digit, sige, like, so that's top 5. Midi si mo no kay digit. I was like pep talking myself. Pa mi no sinti mi malo, pues ese te hopi fout ko hopi mucho mo taasi. Na put un expectation na sinahal to riba na mes. Kung ne momento ko na no make it ding expectation. Te kibra na completo. This journey is not supposed to break you. It's supposed to make you, you know, it's supposed to make you even stronger and even more confident. And if you don't have that mindset that whatever you do in that competition is not based on your own mambisa trabaho ko basi, but based on what the judges want, mambisa results na kunanta keys, you don't have to take that so personal. Bosa, say that the biggest thing pa mi mane bosa. Tranquilizar mi mes kune.
Een mindset.
Everything.
Mind game babay ko psycholoog of zo.
No, pero ami que estudia psicologia, so I know all about it.
See, like we're talking to somebody.
Maneira como me está atendendo como me está, hopi.
It was for me. The competition was me against me every single day. It was me and my mind just like constantly.
Momento.
Mucho fuerte, sí, pero eso me dice no, I'm the más fuerte.
Oh,
like you have to like, get back to yourself.
Nós tem agora aqui na top 5, mas esse tava em momento que ora câmera abrir uma cara me oh my god, bom mesmo que não really like exatamente.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 was insane because like I said, I was pep talking myself to. Dus I was verwacht ko echt milo making in top 5. Dus I always try to keep myself a little realistic. Mini porta politics na kaya thing. You know, like top 5 is always very nantakisakoi for a reason. You know, there's always something behind the curtains that we don't know about.
Yes.
And Ormakai in top 5 next to USA, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and Dominican Republic. Wow. Like
baby.
What? Curaçao is standing right there.
Hey,
Realizing wow, Gabby.
I
Like,
can win this.
Mita ba to gewoon bezig te waken ter Kòrsou grita. Dus echt mita ba I walk in Kòrsou to going
literally.
wild. And
Pero
I was like
on fire no estaba na ando mita na cascada mita na cascade de impunda mita ba well wag to or na biso curious what to rin naman nila oh my god tu rende bira loco kung abo asinti na momento so ori bosaki ko to ipasa siguiente the
of
second
course.
round.
Oh, and then I was like, okay, somebody get me out of here.
I don't want these questions.
I was like, cut.
Dit was award
yung momento. E pregunta.
Like, coming from where I came from, the pregunta was always what I was scared of. Always.
Hasta mita MC na Kòrsou aqui e pergunta, me dá super nervioso mesmo. Tu me será lesa e pergunta sem pega. Bago digo antwoord en pergunta tá.
And you have 30 seconds. Basta ko ting bel ta ring din 30 seconden. En ter mundo te bezig te gewoon guarda kiko ba te bisa. Tum pergunta ko nunca ba no atende de movida. Dus mon sames en que direction nan te bayendo and keep your mind like stable and focused at that moment is hard. And I think that's where it also went wrong for me. Pues door ko mita tinga sina tanto ko was bayendo through my mind. Think or makaya tinga top 5 mita mani. Oh my god, ma make history. Oh my god, this. You know, like you're thinking about so many things. People are like going crazy. Tapos mi mama so aya tame so I had so many emotions going on that moment. En to eigenlijk lo mita tinga gewoon like shut down everything and to focus. En to gewoon be van okay, pong sina puntrami algo meeting ko mane contestar tinga richting this is what I want to say. And then intertwine it with everything that they ask.
So wala contento ko yung antwoord ko ba doon, no?
See, no. I'm gonna be honest because I know that I could have answered something way stronger, but in that moment I felt like I had to say discrimination. I don't know why, pero mi corazón gewoon bisa algo di discrimination. Ik was kumasi fout porta ta kumino a formule porta bong en documento tingo papi un tiki mas. Porta, pero in momento boto gewoon maar in blank, boto ko misa mira estrella,
Boto mira ainda sin tai bom mesmo para você.
No, mi toevallig met wat waak over die toerhanden. Dus met wat waak met ding een black hole in aan to just shut myself out from the public. I was just trying to focus on what I wanted to say at that moment. Dus met die mias mia do die pega and to embarrass myself, then just answer something, keep it short and to keep it there. And that's what I did. Was in een moment kom assim die comida bij pega un tiki af kumino sa ki mas met die bis and busy bis algo puta mas dom zeg maar. Maar bisa was I going thank you.
Bye.
It was just like, you know, cut it off.
Pero mita echt hopi contento ko to que pida aqui bosa. Mita hopi contento pa sombra. Anto botaba honest sabe di bisa bosa kiko. Mita contento per imenso minuto contento, but agora que comida papiano ko bota ding the morning jam mitari para ko hopi bes nos ta clapa duna nos comentário na ribun cos nos quere que me será si mais milhão a me será contestar x cos ando wa com bota conta nos quanto emoção tava ta hungarol na momento ko botava ta inan ko influencia Bo contesta.
It's really hard. It's really hard. And to definitely, kung nung kanoto ting experience di speaking in public like that. Basta girls nang kumita with the standing next to, hobi na tamit lubida. USA competi man 5 biade yung competition. Miss USA ta the biggest pageant worldwide. Di man mas ku 50 mucho mo ta participa. Participa contra 3 mucho mo. That's first. Dominican Republic also very big. Puerto Rico, Latin country, pageant freaks. Basta and we have Venezuela. Oh, even more. So just standing there also anto tava to sigumi di 4 ko to contesta e pregunta anto eri matene na pregunta to botari para con bong nanto contesta anto portador ko no tatina experiência. Again, I didn't expect to excel in what they answered. So nanta sina rehearsed, nanto nanta sina prepared for that. Anto prepara mi misrib en veel van bisa A. Het was toch voor mij was het altijd van look at bina mi cura so mi que bisa pues mi sa di mi mes ko si mi vai preparar algo full for di mi cabeza mi te seguro pega. Pero toch mi dan maybe I should have had a little bit more preparation in that. But with experience you learn,
Sí,
and I never bosa nunca manerabi riba mi mes ko así pong so like I was super content kulo kwal ko mahasi anto misa ko give space into opportunities namin na girls na kinano Kòrsou ko na prepara van hey it's possible to even go further. Like it wouldn't be as nice if I would have won this year and eri otro check to man bijvoorbeeld en otro gana ding 40 años of so so now there is like a certain feeling ko hey Kòrsou por llega onde dia na aqui anto of ja onde ai na aqui anto eri I gave them that boost that it's possible.
No, full in the mix. Was that dilanting front row?
So and I think I had a great chance of winning, definitely. Niet de keren asked it doing the Miss Universe like ela echt pisaan met. When Kòrsou was gonna get their first crown, I was like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Pero ik was team biak tos nos noting kos nang full de nos control.
But a pressão terrível.
You have to accept that too.
Revisa nosso horita candid moment de que quando você boca cabeça riba stage de momento tawabo dilanti.
Nu en dan ook verwachten ze te kost niet maar praat nu en dan verwachten ze die aan we bisa na net interview pa Abu Dhabi. Easy,
like nós vimos em maneira com ora nós sigue a journey nós mira com Turena, me acordo de reportero de mensaguta japonese tata of chinese tata dapat loko kubo ora entrevista beta sina anto combo mesa me dapat pape kune me dapat no é muito que também mata torrente na momento de pergunta pero nós tá lubida algo essencial me da bolbe bem riba je kuni mas com sabi bota so aqui na não sei entrevista ainda kubo ta bisa ora bota pape kuna off air na pape master assim na me primi e dos konopi korana aqui na stop di papia emoção tão rolo opi grande no momento anto awore kimi to bisa manim a pave the way dus awore ki mamusar ko top 5 ta alcanzable pa isla chiquiting aquí
también and top 3 and top 1 also
exactamente and that's a beautiful thing anto ami to ende ko ta queriente dus mita quere ko nada de bili que no ta gewoon pasabo gewoon ela pasabo por motivo bono agana pa un motivo
for sure.
Anto, a purpose na mucho más grande que si bolo agana na mo di bisa.
I think it's that.
Sí.
So, mucho weird pa me kunet in moment. I was too calm durante the whole journey. Like going onto the plane to New Orleans. Mita puntra, mi chaperone to mi director to mane. Ito normal ko mi not bira nervioso like not normal ko mi te senti mi gewoon maneta gewoon Miami trip mi de bayano camino the Miss Universe I'm going to, So I was so calm. Mita ba tayo, pergunta na nanta ba to warda mi foi na airport foi o momento ko maiega dinge like green outfit that I had on. That was the first stop. Like that's the moment ko op girls samen aan te get nervous so wat mira yen cameras. Na Kòrsou nos not gewend nekos
You own it.
Maar gewoon kidding na like I was not nervous at all. I
was like Gabi me un artista like ela gewoon claim the whole thing. Ando was kimita en green. Bo carisma. Je vrouw, bot aura no pa sombra mi te corda base gravação de hotel. Bosan tour taba de câmera de balcão, ando com passe câmera pa nos wak, ando com turenta bota juig, ando grita Kòrsou. That was awesome.
It was amazing.
That was awesome. Hede na
rockstar level aqui, Gabriela.
Sí. It was nice to see. Pero na momento ko nossa clausura é parte de Miss Universe. Tarang, surprise! Atrobe mo tariba avión tabay. Conta-nos disso.
That was even more beautiful. Você na minha divisa, lo qual te paabo, nunca niyo hena no porquita for dibo. Anto, I was not supposed to go on this Asia trip. Pues Miss Universe, I planned an Asia trip. Panam by Thailand, Malaysia, Bali, ku Vietnam. Anto, eigenlijk de top 3 mis erbij. Anto doku undi muito buena no por bai ku taba Miss Venezuela nangayama Kòrsou pa bai din Suluga. So Curacao, no, and I COVID. Supposedly she had some other things that she had to complete. So toevallig dat Venezuela ku matrain ku ne, dus no stap ding umpand, dele bisami van no, like unfortunately meeting party projects na planned kaban tot op last minute in verdad nang call nos in pa a trip aki, dus no so dat ding echt timing ahead. Like Ami bijvoorbeeld mes met dat ding un trip planned voor bij Hollanda. Un dia pro me como mi tava viajando para Holanda, nanga bel mi bisam, hey, do you want to join this trip? Mi tava okay. Anto Holanda te full frio, dus mi tava tingo bij ku jas, ku yenkos, anto Thailand te Kòrsou. So I had 2 maletas, uno ko te full pa frio, uno ko te full pa warm weather. Anto yun gewoon bij, you know, like I see those opportunities as you have to take it, you have to jump. No matter how short period of time, no matter what it is, just buy pampo, so you never know what doors can open for you. And going there was a beautiful experience. Echt, wat inantame, botori paraku. Quanto gente conoce Kòrsou? Echt. Eigenlijk no se biso sempre no Kòrsou ni no conoce Kòrsou, pero el mundo aqui mes, ante el mundo di football of el mundo di baseball bijvoorbeeld, zien ons bij focus on how many supporters we have because of the talent that we have here in Curaçao. Te gewoon insane. Anto ama je ina turenta ta grita Curaçao, anto non te chiamami na mi number, non te chiamami Gabi of non te chiamami Gabriëla, non te chiamami echt Curaçao, and that feeling is just surreal. Basta mi te sinti echt como te cargando number di 50,000 personas junto con everywhere that I go. Especially when I have that sash on. Anto Thailand estaba super bonita, and super like warm. Basta hopi cultural, say me gusto hopi di tour Asian countries na. Basta nan echt ng cultura. Dan kapungka, basta di ka, basta de sinha tour palabra na. Dus het is echt algo otro voor die Congbolo experiencia normal. Like I felt like Kim Kardashian for 2 weeks.
For real,
No, I really did.
I was like, look at here, Kardashian, big dogging.
We were
in Asia.
We were in presidential suites, but Atlanta shit or die mahita na knocked you up door. At I would see makeup, ku hair with a whole team, but to order breakfast, and then we were meanwhile but to comiendo breakfast and the siendo boca bay.
Wow.
Non to execute nos ku
police?
Ku police. Dus een police die landing, police wat atrás, Rolls Royce, ku Range Rovers, ku BMW's. Toen te koren aan atrás de siniki, ku jem piep piep. It was echt like really nice.
Coming through, get out the way.
So,
heavy.
It was a nice experience dat die henden aan te klapri bebentanan aan die auto, en te koren atrás na ke brasabo, na ke saco potrat kubo. So it was really a nice experience. It was
caravana.
See, it was beautiful.
Pero biso kasi também ayuda journey ko Gabi ta din?
Of course, pero tama mi te sinti ko I mean, not only me gusta ta in a picture all the time. So it was a good thing, but also a bad thing. Because op een gegeven moment it's exhausting. But that always in the picture. And to mita is super leuk, but at the but team able to get back to yourself. And when you don't have that moment, and I had it for 2 weeks straight. But I can only imagine man iba mismo Justin Bieber from Kim Kardashian in verdad. Man kung nanta sinti, kung hentero na privacy to word invaded and stuff. Dus dan hoor ik kumita back na Kòrsou, basta minoti hena ta kore mitra. So ni sa ako Miss Kòrsou. So now I feel like I can be myself again, and it's just, normal life. Pero going there, it's very exhausting. Ito yung mariparata me ko. Basta timbianos mucha nan ora no sé yo, nos que vira artista, of nos que vira famoso, of nos que así kiko. Pero waki maripara ko, everything that I do, I would never do it for fame, and I would never do it just for the money. I would really do it for the experience, and if that brings the money and the fame with it, great. But it's never the first thing that I would focus on. And so even if I could choose to not have that fame with it in everything that I do, I would have loved to do that.
No get money, no get fame.
No get fame, see.
You just need the money.
I mean,
Zero.
pero esa ite cosa, hoop je dat namin na bijvoorbeeld als je nou door impress namin aan je focus rib en money. But in plaats van ons focus rib is service na kunos por provide of posa a feeling kunos por transmit through our services na e persona nang posa ko ito hopi mas valioso ku cheese is sang ku abo al final dia ta ha fin di luna dembo kaha. Like it's much more than that. Like that happiness that you create just with the feeling of people. The bal asina tanto mas anto ko but sintie. Poso si uyan na gana sang on the abo bijvoorbeeld not happy then what did I
What did
achieve?
you achieve?
You know what I mean?
In the long
Like
run.
it's
Right,
nothing.
got that.
It's not fulfillment at the end of the day. Like money is just temporary fulfillment. But when you make somebody happy or you transmit something that basta tingon longer effect, that's real fulfillment.
Anto
Well,
ori
basi hope hindi ko
si
nila
never di
negosyo.
bisa basi hope hindi contento. Anto mi last question pa buta. Kiko Gabi tabay hasi award.
Sempre ando puntrami ko sa kaya.
Oh, yeah, matindi ko beribo bagi ambassador pa tourist ko na milena na.
Diba, ask ko fortune teller pero sabi mes no sa.
Pero sa iyo na punti ang kiko masika.
Bo pundre.
Battery bentana, tu bula bro.
No, well, I have plans, of course. Still figuring myself out, giving myself the time. Pero wala ki mi ta aksin di drive pa by studia back. Mi ke pa si psychology awaki. So I'm now still finding out man kiko precies mi kasi the neuropsychology of in what area di psychology precies mi ke focus on. Mi no kasi ele pa biro un profession, I just want to do it for the knowledge because I'm a knowledge craver and I love that. Pero yeah, say lo mi ke huza uiteindelijk ding maybe acting, maybe public speaking also. Like I see myself, reaching many public, speaking to many people across the globe. Echt niet meer met travel hobby. Dus I'm just focusing on whatever opportunities present me. Kumi was embrace now with open arms until gewoon jump in because I'm otro si mami to turn 21, so forever 21. Because I want to be the young until timbiano sa buti presyon ko sa tinga bida like all figured out. Like
No,
nobody
we don't.
has. Anto timbia gewoon ko sa patri boporta anto botin ko habri panang anto. Door die journey able te haya sa onda botin ko by of uiteindelijk na onda journey eke hibabo.
Eh,
Gabi.
Gabi.
Hindi mo bilang di ba?
Sí, amo. Gabi, me quero agradecido
Thank you so
para ser
much.
conosco emenda.
Rico.
Nós a conversar com o mané nunca nos a conversar com o Enina.
Yung 40 minutos.
Yeah, it was a long one, but so worth it. Então, me seguro que mira mi telefone sem de maneira ilusan de Páscoa, so bo a toca render me menta aqui.
Amazing.
So, vez mais bo a
Não,
cumprir. Bo a cumprir com o missão de da
Thank you.
papia e toca rende. And you did that one more time. So, thank you so much, Papa, sa kanos ng 88 na Kòrsou. E de parte de nós internos team, nós desejamos a classe de éxito para futuro.
Thank
You
you
have
so
your whole
much.
life in front of you, and you are doing it just fine, Keremi.
so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Bueno,
Thank you
su clase de
guys.
éxito.
Thank you for thinking.
Tú sabes.
Senta Gabriëla Dos Santos, que está cercanos aquí en Studio 88 na Kòrsou.
88 Rock Kòrsou, the place to be for hip hop and R&B.